Hey guys, what's up? Little Pepper Lady here, and Cameron wanted to join me for the beginning of this and say hi to everybody. So we'll give it a few minutes to have everybody get in here. I know I went a little early. I saw everybody was chatting, and I was chatting with you guys, so kind of wanted to jump on a little bit early and get the party started. Yes, Brian's here, and no, he has not had several drinks today, so he should be all right. He may chime in a time or two. Maybe. Yeah, Cameron and I were just talking about that. He was talking about how everybody can go ahead and have a 1 mile head start, and the type of guns that they have, they'll still be able to take them out, huh, buddy?
So a 50 cal, like if they gave you like a mile head start, they'd still shoot you
and take you out, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
The size of the bullet on a 50 cal is like this long. It's pretty big.
Yes, I have one moderator. Ed, say hi. Ed is my moderator. So for now, I think, one moderator is good. As I grow and and continue to have more issues, I'm definitely going to add more moderators in as need be. But for now, I've got Ed on top of it, and I think he'll be able to keep up with it. If he has an issue with it, then like I said, I will add some more people in there, and I'll let you know at that point when the time comes. So let's get started with this whole storming Area 51 thing. So, okay, I don't know if a lot of people know this, but originally it started as a joke. It was supposed to be just a joke going around Facebook where somebody came up with the idea to create an event, much like you do for a birthday party or graduation or something, where you create an event and then you have people say, when they're coming, if they're coming, maybe, yes, no, they can't make it, that kind of thing. So essentially it was just a joke going around Facebook to get more attention. Essentially, this person and whoever it was that started it, was doing it to get more attention, get more likes, get more all that. And then it ended up going viral. And I don't think they realized that people are actually serious about this. People actually want to join together and attempt to storm Area 51, which, let's be honest, number one, it's an Air Force base. So the fact that people even think that they're going to get anywhere near an Air Force base, especially a secretive Air Force base where they do all sorts of testing, there's no commercial airlines, no unauthorized flying of anything, drones, anything like that, anywhere near the Air Force base or in, the airspace that has to do with that Air Force base. So that being said, if you can't fly a plane over it, you're definitely not going to be able to access it. So last I checked, when I was doing some research and looking into different things with it yesterday, actually late last night, the last numbers that were reported was 1.4 million people said they were going. And over 1.1 million are interested in going. Yes, Robert, you're right. People will take it seriously, and that's the issue. Let's see. Yeah, it was like an RSVP kind of thing, JJ. So, if you go on Facebook, whoever has Facebook, and you set up like an event, for a birthday party or graduation or anything like that, a party, a get together that you're having, a barbecue, whatever, you set it up much like Ed is doing for our get together in August, our prepper get together at Letchworth Park. He creates the event, he tells you the time and the date, and then, you say, yes, you're going, maybe you're going, you're interested in going, those kind of things. So that's essentially what it was originally set up to be. And it was originally set up to be a joke, but everybody's taking it seriously. In fact, a whole bunch of hotels in the area, a whole bunch of camping sets in the area. They've already been booked. So the date is supposed to be, I have it written down here. Hold on and let me see if I can find it.
September 20th.
Yeah, it's September 20th at 3 a.m. in the morning. So 3 a.m. to 6 a.m. is the time that they plan on doing this. I don't know if they think that everybody's going to be sleeping at 3 o'clock in the morning and that's why they chose that time. I have no idea. But at a military base, you have a guard 24/7. So should thin out the number of flat earthers. Yeah, that's just it. So there's all sorts of things that we can take from this. First of all, do I believe in aliens? Yes. I think it's naive to believe that we are the only intelligent form of life in the entire universe, let alone our solar system. So do I believe there's other things out there? Yes. Other intelligent beings? Yes. Could they have crashed here and the government found that and are using the technology, trying to learn from the technology, trying to create weapons, trying to create flying objects, things like that with the technology? Absolutely. Do I think that they have it stored at Area 51? No. They're way smarter than that. It's the government. Even if they do have anything there, it wouldn't be anywhere on the grounds where people could see it. It would be underground, very far underground with lots and lots of security. I mean, you're talking about the presence of another life form that we don't fully understand, and the masses of people, if that were to come out that, they do have this technology and they're using that technology and they're in communication with these other beings, people would go into a massive panic. People can't handle that. They can't handle the thought process that it takes to be able to handle comprehending that. So it would just cause panic all over the world. There would be riots. There would be all sorts of stuff. So, are they hiding it? Yeah, I think they are. Let me know what you guys think. I know we've had a discussion before on Ed's channel and did a live stream as far as UFOs and aliens and things like that are concerned. So, I'm sure a majority of you understand that, yes, there is other life forms out there that are intelligent, probably more intelligent than we are. So that's just kind of my take on the entire thing. I think that they have a lot of different underground bases all over the world, not just in this country and not in that area specifically, but all over the world. And that would be smart on their part, is to take whatever, they found that happened in Roswell, and move it to different locations and do different things with it. From that aspect. So I think that's exactly what's going on with it.
Yeah, they have been moved to the mountains up there. And JJ said they will not make it past.
Agree. They would find nothing if they actually got into buildings in Area 51. Yeah, which, getting in there in the first place is not going to happen. So if these people actually do think that they're going to be able to storm Area 51, and this was the thing that I thought was, so there's like an anime character that does like this run where like he puts his head forward and his hands behind his back and he kind of runs like this, like back and forth in like a zigzag pattern. That's the thing with this. If we all run like that, then we'll be able to outrun their bullets. First of all, they're snipers, so you're not going to be able to outrun anything. They're trained to shoot targets that are moving. That's their job. That's what they train for every single day, all day long. So the fact that you think that you running in a zigzag with your hands behind your back means that you're going to outrun them, you're out of your mind, because you're going to get shot and you're going to die. And maybe that's the whole point in it. Maybe they're letting it go. Maybe they're encouraging it even. Population control, perhaps. Who knows? And then, we have this whole aspect of it being, well, are they going to try to blame it on Trump because it happens while he's president? And then is that going to give the Democrats a reason to say, hey, look, there was this massive storming of Area 51, all of these lives were lost, and Trump knew that this was going to happen and didn't implement anything to stop it ahead of time. So they had to use force to stop the base from being, implemented. And then you have that whole aspect of it. So there's so many things that could go on as far as this entire thing goes. So I'm hoping that it doesn't happen. I'm hoping that it's just a joke. I'm hoping that these people don't actually think that they're going to do anything, but it doesn't look to be that way, unfortunately. It looks to be that people are booking flights and hotels and camping areas, and they plan on going, and they plan on attempting to storm this Air Force base, which is going to be a tragedy, really. Everything's going fast. I'm trying to read, guys. Well, people are storming the border. Why not Area 51? Yeah. Well, now there's talk that people are going to start storming the Bermuda Triangle, too. That's the newest thing on Facebook, is storming the Bermuda Triangle. I mean, people aren't going to die. They'll just go missing if they plan on doing that. So.
What happened?
Exactly, JJ. There's signs everywhere. And that's not just on that particular Air Force base. That's all over the country. If you try to get into some type of a base, especially a secretive base like that, where they're doing all sorts of testing, they will use deadly force. They don't care. They have the ability and the order to do that. And that is exactly what they do. They don't care. Any military base, they have the ability and the order that if they're going to be stormed, especially by that large amount of people, can you imagine being the head of this military base and having 1 million people literally at 3 o'clock in the morning in stealth gear storming at you? What are you going to do? You're going to shoot them. You have to do what you have to do, and it doesn't matter at that point in time. You have to protect your base. And here's another thing. This base tests different weapons. They're constantly setting things off, missiles, bombs, all sorts of things. This base is huge. And when I say huge, it is huge. It's 2.9 million acres and 5,000 square miles of airspace. This is a ginormous base just for that reason. So they can test different things. And so they make sure that they're not harming people in the process. That's why they don't allow commercial airlines to fly over. What if something goes astray and blows up? You don't want to be blowing up a plane full of, 300 people in the air because you're testing a missile and it didn't go the direction that you wanted it to go and it hit a plane. So those things are in place for a reason, and it's to protect civilians. So if these people think, that going there is even a good idea in the first place, it's not going to happen because they could potentially get hurt just by whatever it is that they're testing there. James Whitty, yes, absolutely. I want to storm the New York Diamond Exchange. Better odds and something worth it. Yeah, that's true. They do have other non-lethal options available, I'm sure, where they can take care of things from that aspect of it. But you got to keep in mind, it's 1.4 million people are signed up to go to this so far. And there's still, let's see, it's the middle of July. So that's 2 months away. So who knows what the number is going to get up to when it gets to that point. It could be over 2 million. It could be 3 million. Who knows? Let's think about this too. So Area 51 is a classified base. So they do all sorts of secretive technologies and things there. What is it that they have there? What are they hiding? What do they have all of these extra measures in place for to protect the area from. What are they doing? What kind of technology do they have there that they're using, that they're implementing, that they're trying to implement throughout, the country for warfare purposes, for general policing purposes? Who knows? But it's very secretive. A lot of things don't come out of there that they're doing, that they're testing. And then we see, all of these odd spacecraft around that look, different than a normal spacecraft. So then you'll have all these people come out and they'll say, oh, well, that's, just something that they're testing out of Area 51.
ICU-8, she fell off her skateboard.
I did when we were in California. Smitty says hi, by the way.
Hey, Smitty.
So I fell off my skateboard. I used the skateboard when I was 14, and then I got a skateboard in California, and I went flying down the boardwalk with him, and he's like, hey, let's turn into this parking lot. And I thought, okay, I can totally turn on a skateboard. It can't be that bad. And yeah, I ate it. The concrete, that is.
And I watched it.
My hand went down and my wrist went back, and ever since then it's been sore, especially since it's been raining and really humid and stuff here. And I already have arthritis in my knees from playing softball for 17 years. So my wrist is bothering me the past couple of days from the rain, and I'm pretty sure it was sprained when I fell on it, because I got up and went to a skate park and fell again on the same wrist. So yeah, they have buried missiles there. Yeah, they have a whole lot of things there that they don't tell the public about. Like I said, they have a lot of different secretive things that come out of Area 51. And then we come out with these new technologies, and it's kind of hush-hush. But then you find out years later that, yeah, they developed it and they were testing it in Area 51. So what kind of things did they have around that area that they're using? Who knows? Like I said, I'm pretty sure it is some type of higher intelligent technology that we have access to. And however we have access to that, I mean, you can speculate all day long. Have I ever seen anything alien? Like, yeah, I have. Actually, I've had 2 encounters. When I was younger, I did talk about that on Ed's live stream as well. Back when I was younger, I haven't had anything since I was older, but yeah, when I was younger. Top secret, but we got a UFO in the Pacific Ocean that they said was meteorite. Yeah, well, it's weather balloons and light reflecting off of weather balloons or some crazy bull crap like that is what they usually blame it on. Or stuff falling out of the sky, or pieces of satellites, or who knows. They blame it on whatever they want to blame it on. But here's the weird thing. So they did come out not too long ago and say, now it used to be frowned upon, if a pilot or somebody in the military would see something that was unidentified, and they would go to their commander and they would say, I saw this and it was here and it looked like this and whatever. And their commander would be like, hush, hush, don't tell anybody about that. You didn't see anything, no, you're just making that up. Now, all of a sudden, and this was like a couple of months ago, now they want them to report anything odd that they see. They encourage it to be reported. So I don't know if all of this is like a bigger kind of picture where they're going to be doing some kind of FF. If you don't know what FF is, ask your friends. That is masked as an alien invasion. We have to fight against this, fake alien invasion that's happening. There's just so many different things that could happen with it, so many different scenarios. But the fact that all of these things, every month, every couple of months, it's always UFOs, aliens, Area 51, secret technology, keep coming up in the news, and then it sticks in mainstream media. And how about this? Brian made this point to me earlier, and I think this is a really good point. And I know Ed did talk about this a little bit last night. Distraction. Is this a huge distraction from other things that are going on? Or could it be a distraction? So they want you to focus on that date and this, maybe not, let's not start there with that date. Let's start with just the topic itself, the storming of Area 51 all over Facebook. It has pushed the whole thing with Jeffrey Epstein almost completely out of mainstream news. It has pushed all of these other mainstream news things completely out of the way. So people aren't even talking about that. People are talking about this Area 51 thing. So is it meant as a distraction so people aren't focusing on what's really important? Or let's go back to the date. September 20th of this year. Is something going to happen on that date, but they want you focused and looking over here to watch what's going on with them storming Area 51. Well, over here, they're doing something else. Who knows? That's my best guess. They're blowing this up. They're making this a big deal. Because let's think about it this way. Let me ask you guys, who really thinks that they're going to storm Area 51? Who thinks 1.4 million people as of right now, which like I said, is probably going to be double that by the time that the time comes, but who actually thinks they're going to storm or attempt to storm Area 51? No, probably not. No, I don't think so either. I don't think it's actually going to happen, but they're pushing it. They're pushing it. Why are they pushing it? What is the big push? Why is everybody talking about it? Why are they blowing it up in the media? Why is it all over everything that we see? What's the point in them blowing that up? So they can do something else. So they can keep us distracted. So they can have us paying attention to our phones and social media and Facebook and all of this other crap. And in the background, they're doing things without us even knowing it because our focus is someplace completely different. That's my take on the entire thing. I don't think, at least I hope, I have hope in humanity still. I hope people aren't that stupid that they really think that they're going to accomplish anything by banding together, running like a bunch of idiots through the desert, storming an Air Force base. I really hope that's not the case, because if it is, and that actually happens, my hope for humanity is going to be lost, because there's just no coming back from that. There's no coming back from that.
I agree with Furry Beaver's earlier comment. They should do it on 420. It would be a happy, slow storm.
That's funny. That's funny. If it happens, it would be a good excuse for population control. Yes, exactly. So maybe that's another reason why they're pushing it. Maybe that's why they want people to sign up for it. Maybe that's why they want people to go, because they're like, hey, we've been trying to get rid of all of these millions of people for all of this time by poisoning their food, their water, and spraying the crap out of them like bugs. Let's just have them storm Area 51 and they'll take care of the problem for us. Sounds like a good plan. I mean, if I was trying to do population control, I would absolutely be pushing the stupidity of humanity and letting them take care of themselves. Alien contact, hi. That's funny. Then I'll go and set up a hot dog stand. They're going to be thirsty too, so you better make sure you have some drinks, JJ. Great way to start cleaning the gene pool. Let them storm. What's wrong with that right hand? Oh, Catfish, he must have just came in. I think I sprained it as skateboarding accident. What if 1.2 million people go in there and just disappear? Hey, that's a good point, Kevin. I didn't even think about that. It's a good possibility. I think I did see a documentary a couple of years ago where they had a couple of people mysteriously not come back out of, because there are underground things. They do have underground bases and things like that all over the country. And I don't know if it was specifically in Area 51 or if it was like in another place. But somebody did like go and like just disappear, a couple of people, and they couldn't figure out where they went. So that's crazy, Chris. So he said hotel and restaurant owners are prepared. They cleared 30 acres for tents and campers. Oh my goodness. I know, Colorado. The Facebook memes for Area 51 are getting hilarious. I saw a really good one yesterday. Oh man, now I can't remember what it was. What were you going to say? I forget what it is, but it was freaking funny. I was laughing so hard. There are a lot of them around the nation. Stay away from homeowners there. They will be shot for trespassing. Yeah, well,
Storm the Clinton compound. They can't suicide us all.
Yeah, Brian posted that on his Facebook page. I thought that was quite entertaining. We should all go down there and open vending stands. Kevin, actually, I want to go down there with my beer and my vapes and set up a lawn chair and just watch and see what happens, because I think it's going to be freaking entertaining. Do you think U.S. will get into war with Russia and China over Iran as a ruse to reduce population? Smitty. I don't know. Honestly, Smitty. Every single day it's something new. And then now today we had the whole drone being shot down. Iranian drone shot down. So now everybody's like, oh, we're going to have issues, with Iran and things are heating up. And every single day it's something new. And every single day you have all of these people all over the news, all over social media, all over YouTube going, is it going to be war? Is it going to be war? Is it going to be war? Are we going to go to war with this person? Are we going to go to war with that person? They do it to us. We do it to them. They do it to us. We do it to them. It just keeps going back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. And I think eventually somebody's temper is going to run out from all of this crap going back and forth, and somebody's finally going to have enough and say, all right, that's it. And then they're going to do something big. And then at that point, I think we have a problem. So I think instead of them going back and forth over all of this crap, they need to stop acting like little children and sit down like grown adult men and work their crap out. Have a huge conference and get everybody around the table and, scream it out and then hug it out and then move on and start taking care of what needs to be taken care of, which is each country's, every country in this entire world has its own issues. Okay. Every country, I don't care what country it is, there's some issue going on in that country. And instead of being worried about what's going on with everybody else in the world, they need to be worried about what's going on with their own people in their own country. That's my take on the whole political thing. I hate seeing the crap all over the news. I hate seeing the crap all over everywhere. And then everybody's like, war. We're going to go to war. Is it going to happen? Probably. I'm going to just spit that out there because war is money. We all know that. War makes a lot of money. And at the same time, it boosts economies, unfortunately, as sickening as that sounds. And everything's great during wartime. And then the end of the war comes and we have the terrible ending parts where everybody's like, oh, we lost all of these hundreds of thousands or millions of people and nothing was accomplished because it doesn't solve anything. Going to war and blowing each other up doesn't solve problems. What solves problems is sitting down, bringing your crap to the table, and discussing it and figuring it out. That's what solves problems, not blowing each other to smithereens. Me too, Stack. I'm sick of being sprayed the crap out of me and my family every single day. Every time I turn around, and then we have breathing problems because we're being sprayed like freaking bugs with pesticide. Or what is it good for? Making lots of money. Exactly. That's the only thing that it's good for. And that's why it will never end. And that's why it will continue. And that's why they won't sit down and fix the issues and freaking solve the problems that are going on and then start worrying about what's going on in their own country and start taking care of their own. They're more concerned about making money. And war is money. So you can't make deals with radical unless they don't have to keep deal. True statement. America is a business and our business is war. Yeah, basically, as sad as that sounds, that's basically sums up the United States in a nutshell. Ed, what are you talking about? I'm not really paying attention to the chat. I went off on a rant. Exactly, Jason. We do have better things to do. We could be solving world hunger and ensuring clean water and a decent education for everybody. So we don't have people going, I don't know how to spell. I can't do anything except for pick cotton. Do I have a swimming pool? No, I don't have a swimming pool. Those things are a pain in the butt. Too much money. And where we live, we can only have a swimming pool open for like 2 months out of the year. And most of that, it's freezing. So the only way that swimming pools are good is if they're heated indoors, which we used to have one at our old house. And then now we live in town and we don't have a swimming pool anymore. Imagine a prepper became the next. Yeah, that would be awesome. I think we should have a prepper president. That would get some crap done, wouldn't it? And that's another thing. How come we have FEMA and I don't know, there's another freaking agency out there that said we all should be preparing for 6 months to a year. But they put it on a website. Why isn't that on the news? Why aren't they come out and telling everybody, hey, you don't want to have issues when you go through a tornado. You don't want to have issues when you go through an earthquake. You don't want to have issues when you go through a hurricane or a snowstorm or major flooding. You should prepare. This is how you should prepare, and this is how long, based on the area you live in, you should be prepared for. I think that would be a brilliant idea. Why don't they do that? Why don't they even make a commercial about it? A commercial that's based just specifically in your area based on whatever disaster you could experience. So for here, a snowstorm or flooding. We had terrible flooding here, which I've never seen this main route flooded my entire life, ever. Have you ever seen 63 or 36 flooded like that?
No.
Yeah, when we went to California, it was flooded. It was under like, what, 2-3 feet of water?
Oh, it's like 5-6 feet
No,
of water.
5-6 feet of water. Never in our lives have we seen that. Why not do that? Why not put out some type of prepping, be prepared just in case something. Tell people to do it. Get them prepared. Get them ready for any type of situation that could happen. Let us all, I don't vote. I do not vote. I'm not even registered to vote. I won't vote. And I have my reasons why I won't vote. Until recently, and let me just put it this way. I hope Trump wins. I like Trump. He's the type of person that we need because he doesn't give a crap whose feelings he hurt, who he makes mad. He's trying to get stuff done. So I like him in that aspect. I think all the other ones are morons. And obviously they're just in there to make their fame go up and their pockets get thicker. That's all they care about. They don't care about people. I'm not saying Trump, absolutely cares about the American people, but he is trying to get things done, and he does have and make some very good, important points. So if I voted, I would vote for Trump, but I don't vote. Now, will that change? No, because if Trump wins, he's only going to be in for another 4 years. And then after that, I just think it's going to be back to choosing from a whole long list of a bunch of morons. So that's just my take on it. You know how I am. Honesty is the best medicine. I don't think it matters. I think it's all chosen, and that's just how I feel. Stay the hell out of St. Louis. We are the #1 most dangerous city. I live outside city, a couple of acres, long time prepper. St. Louis, Missouri. St. Louis, Missouri. Yes, Missouri. I've never been to Missouri, so I will duly note that to stay out of St. Louis. Orange man, great. Morons, bad. Yeah, but here's the thing. Do we really think that she's going to get elected? That's the issue. Okay, so we have these people that come in. I guess I'm going to retract that. They're not all morons. We have these people come in under, let's say, the Green Party. And they actually have good points. They have good ideas. They have good ways of making those ideas become a reality. And they are looking to make a difference. But when this country is focused on one side or the other, a majority of them, and why this side is bad and why that side is bad and why I don't agree with this side and why I don't agree with that side, and oh, look at what this side said versus oh, look at what that side said. Those people that actually want to make a difference are thrown on the back burner and no attention is given to them. Not to mention they don't have the billions of dollars that are thrown into their campaign to make them win any type of an election. So unfortunately, yes, those people are great. They would do great for this country. But the fact that they're not going to get elected is just that. They're not going to get elected, unfortunately, unless there's some massive miracle that happens in this country where people pull their heads out of their rear ends and start paying attention to the people that were actually trying to get into office and stop letting money talk. Then nothing's going to change, and it's just going to be one moron against another moron. It's just how it is. The orange man will save us all. Right, Mark. Well, that's just it. That's kind of the point that I was making, is they're all pawns that are put in there to do a job intentionally, or at least that's the way that I feel about it. So they're placed there for a reason, to do a job that's well above what they know or have any idea about. Unfortunately, that's just how it goes. A lot of people don't think that way, but that's just my personal opinion. That's why I think voting, in my opinion, is pointless, because they're going to put in there who they want put in there. So exactly. I will vote again when the Electoral College is scrapped. Agree with you 100% on that one. Oh boy. Okay, so sorry, we kind of got off on a tangent there. That's my bad. Sorry. Honey, do you have anything to add about the Area 51 thing? He's not going to talk tonight, guys. It's sad. Yeah, wouldn't that be something? Ed is president, me is vice president. Yeah, I don't see that happening. We would not make a good team. I'd kill him in his sleep, and then I'd become president. He's had a couple beers. He won't talk, guys. I'm sorry. I know. Y'all want to see him. Y'all want to hear him. No, I have not made up shirts yet. My last test is on the 30th. And I will have about 3 weeks before I go back to college full time. So in that 3-week time frame, I'm getting my pantry in order with my preps, and I'm gonna get all that organized and everything done with that. And then I'm gonna make up a whole bunch of shirts. And I am going to start working on finding a place where I can have them screen printed. So I can have different things on them. So I will do a video where guys come up with some ideas for me, and then I'm going to choose like 3 of the best ideas, and then I'm going to ship the shirts out and have different prepper things screen printed on them, and then I'm going to start selling them on my website. I'm going to make a website and I will start selling them. So I have a lot of stuff to do in a 3-week time frame, but I am determined and I will get it done. I got arrested at Area 51 t-shirt. That's funny. Or I could have a big red blood stain on it. I got shot at Area 51. That would be even better. Hello, Samantha. I'm live streaming, you know. Okay. Up here. Okay, so before the live stream ends here in a little bit, let's figure out where everybody's from tonight.
Right there of all places.
I think my stuff is just freaking out on me over here, guys. Pennsylvania, Las Vegas, North Carolina, UK, Nevada, Florida, Michigan, Ireland. That's awesome. Twilight Zone, Ohio, Chicagoland. My mom and dad. Yeah, me too. Washington. The Ebola issue. Yeah, I did see that they are calling it a worldwide health emergency. That's my take on it. I don't know, guys, honestly. Is Ebola nasty and terrible and the death rate of it ridiculous? Yeah. Do I think that they're trying very hard to make it be a pandemic? Yes. Do I think that there could be some serious implications from them implementing the fact that it's now a worldwide crisis? Yes. Are they going to start using that as some type of push for vaccinations? Probably. There's all sorts of things that could come out of it. I don't like when they do those kind of things, because we all know too well that when they start saying, oh, it's a health crisis, this is going to happen, that then they start forcing all sorts of crap down our throats that we have to fight against, and you won't be allowed to go different places and do different things unless you have some type of vaccine, I'm sure is coming against Ebola, which if you can't, figure out how to not have the death rate so high from those who contract Ebola, how are you supposed to stop it from spreading? But that's just my take on it. Yeah, I saw that. When I asked everybody where you guys were from, it started like glitching out really bad. So I don't think they like the stuff that I'm talking about. But oh well, they'll get over it. Diploma of YOLO. How are we supposed to storm the moon? We don't know how to get back there. We lost all. Actually, we taped over all of the ways to get back to the moon conveniently. Johnson & Johnson is in the final stages of a vaccine. Probably just a coincidence. Yeah. That'll be great. I can hardly wait to see what comes out of them shoving all these vaccines down all of our throats. I'm not taking one. I don't care if they tell me I can't go to school or can't do anything. I will not get a vaccine for Ebola. It's not happening. Just like I won't get a flu vaccine or any other vaccine because I don't want the crap in my body. I already don't like the fact that I eat food that I don't grow myself because I don't know what's in it. And I don't want to put that crap in my body. Is there a vaccine for Ebola? I don't think so. That's what not yet that I've heard of, but I'm sure that's what they're going to come out with now because it's now a world health crisis or whatever. So they will, no more tears vaccine. That's funny. Yeah, I do not like vaccines. I am definitely not a vaccine person. I don't like them. I don't want them. Stay away from me. Vaccine will be infused on Q-tips. Yes. It is Johnson & Johnson responsible for causing cancers. Yes. That had come out in a study that they had done. So, yeah. And I think there was something with the Johnson & Johnson baby powder that came out quite a few years ago, too. So, yeah. Multi-billion-dollar company that's known for baby powder and lotion and putting things on your newborn infant that hasn't been subjected to all the bull crap in the world. Yes, let's do that. Let's go with Johnson & Johnson. No. Oh, shocker. The vaccine would give you Ebola symptoms. So let's see how many people start getting stabbed with this Ebola vaccine and die from it. Because it's coming. Yes, causing ovarian cancer in women. Yes, yes, yes. Yes. Absolutely. It's, all this crap. It just makes my head spin. And I just sit back and go, I don't get it. I don't get any of it. I don't get this whole topic that we started out with, the whole storming Area 51. Dude, I really hope the American people are not that stupid. But unfortunately, they probably are. And we'll probably see a large majority of people storm. So I guess, if it's not 1.4 million people and it's only a couple of 100,000, then, we're going to see a whole lot of arrests. We're going to see a whole lot of injuries come out of there. We'll probably see a few deaths, unfortunately. And it will be something that will be talked about forever, is when people in 2019 stormed Area 51 because they wanted to see aliens that aren't even there. So, yeah, it's going to be a good time. I'm going to sit back and watch it. And actually, you know what? I'm not going to sit back and watch it. I'm going to be paying attention to everything else that's going on during that day. Because I guarantee you, I'm going to call it now, guys. Something else is going to go on that day. And that's why they want all of our attention focused over there. Something else is going to happen. And I'm going to be keeping an eye on whatever else is going on. I'm going to keep my eyes peeled on that. And I guarantee something's going to go down. I don't know. I hope I'm wrong. But that's just kind of where I've been feeling and thinking with this whole thing. So, yes, never stop prepping. The aliens could just meet us there. Yeah, I don't think they're going to come out and say hi. I don't think that that's going to be a thing. Right. Well, yeah, I've already discussed that. It's all underground. So anything that they do have is underground. And supposedly the aliens that were in the craft when it crashed in Roswell died. So they don't actually supposedly have live aliens, which is probably a whole lot of BS, but that's just my take on it. Oh, there's going to be live stream. Oh yeah, when that event goes on, people are going to have their cameras out. They're going to be Snapchatting. They're going to be Instagram living. They're going to be Facebook living. They're going to be YouTube live streaming. It's going to be all over everywhere, and that's what I'm saying. Everybody's attention is going to be on all of that because people are going to have that broadcast all over everywhere. Like, yo, look, man, I'm at Area 51. I'm storming it, right? And then they're going to be doing something someplace else that nobody's paying attention to because everybody on their phone, on social media, and on the news, because they're going to have news crews there that are filming it. So everybody's attention is going to be over here while something major is going on over here. That's what I'm saying, guys. So we need to be paying attention to that because that's where it's going. Honestly, if it even goes down. So we'll see. I honestly, like I said, think people are dumb enough that they'll actually try to do it. And, the base is putting out warnings saying, we suggest you don't do it because we will take care of you. And then they didn't come right out and say how they're going to take care of you. But we all know how that's going to go down. So I'm trying to crowd dispersing tech test. Hey, that's a good thought. I didn't even think about that. Yeah. That would be a good place for them to test it, huh? What was it? Oh, we could tie this into the 5G thing, guys. So 5G, certain things with the 5G, remember how they were saying that the technology from it makes you feel like your skin's on fire and people are running the opposite direction? Maybe you'll just throw a 5G beam at them and everybody will run the other direction, or half of them will drop on fire. Who knows? Coyote's gonna have a feast. Oh yeah, there are definitely aliens. There are sightings. Everything's been. I mean, look at what is it? Project Bluebeam. There was another thing that there were like a whole bunch of. Okay, so there's been several funded programs over the past several decades committing research to the anomalous aerospace threats and Project Bluebeam, which was a study of unidentified flying objects. So a whole bunch of people who worked on Project Bluebeam have come out and have said, this is what they were studying. This is the technology that they were taking. There's all sorts of documentaries out there where they did interviews of people who have worked at these different bases and have worked with these different technology. And they said it's definitely not from anything from this planet. It's definitely technology that they received from other planets. And they're working with, this technology, these beings. They have some type of a deal going on where we're giving them something and they're, giving us something. Is that what's happening to a lot of the missing people in the world? Maybe that's part of the deal. Maybe we have to give up missing people for them to do experiments or whatever it is that they're doing, and they give us little bits of technology. Who knows? There's 1,000,001 different scenarios, and these are all just conspiracy theories. But like I said the other day, truth is stranger than fiction. Some of the things that people can come up with is way more easy to grasp than things that come out being the truth. So we have to be thinking at all aspects of everything all the time and not just look at something and go, oh, well, this is just a joke, or, this is what's going on with it, because there's 1,000,001 different things that could be happening with it. I would love Ireland to actually, you know what? No. I wouldn't want to put Ireland through the misery of being a part of the United States. So I want to come to Ireland, though. I would love to go to Ireland. I'm Irish, and I will go someday. New crowd control weapons, yeah. MK Ultra 2.0. New story, U.S. Air Force is ready to kill you if you storm Area 50. This is getting real. So that just came out, secret stuff. I know as of last night, all the research I was doing, they didn't say what exactly they were going to do. If everybody did, decide to storm. But we all already know there's signs posted that say, it's a restricted area. We will use deadly force if needed. So they will do that. They have the order, like I said, to do so, and they don't care. They will do it. Oh, well, yes, John, I am a little bit on my father's side, actually. Okay, guys, so it's getting to be about that time. Yeah, it's getting to be about that time. So as always, guys, we need to keep an eye on this. We need to be prepared. We need to continue getting prepared because we just don't know what's going to happen. And I'm telling you, don't be watching this crap when it goes down. Be paying attention to other things because I feel like it's just a cover up and a push so that they can go and, do something else, someplace else while everybody's attention is elsewhere. So as always, guys, always remember everything does happen for a reason. Whether you're having a good day or a bad day, you're in a good situation or a bad situation, just stick with it. You're on that journey for a reason. Everything's going to be okay. Also, always remember, forget about the past. There isn't anything that we can do about the past other than learn and grow and try to be better people from our past. We need to be living our lives right now. Tomorrow's not guaranteed. We all could not be here tomorrow. So it's important that we're living and loving and laughing right now while we're staying focused on the future. It was good talking to you guys all tonight, and I will do a video at some point tomorrow. I'm not sure what time. And then, guys, I don't know if I'll be doing anything over the weekend. It depends on how bad my service is up in the woods. I do want to try to do, at least one video while I'm out there because that's actually a bug out location of ours. So I kind of wanted to show you how secluded it is and the fact that, and go through, what makes it a good bug out location for us and why. So I will try to do that as long as I do get some cell phone service, and I will talk to you guys later. I hope everybody has a good night. Bye, guys.